Make sure you subscribe today to get all the latest FIFA 20 news, updates, and career mode content. So welcome to today's video. Today we are talking about FIFA 21, but we're also taking a trip down memory lane, taking a look at old FIFAs again, and taking a look at features that stood out, that got removed over the course of FIFA history, and I think I would love some of these back in FIFA 21 as well. So yeah, we're going to be taking a look at different things, features in career mode, features in the general game of FIFA as well, like the gameplay and the practice arena and stuff, and we'll see if any features that I mentioned today are good enough for the practice arena in FIFA games. A majority of you guys are probably not interested in it anymore. That's because EA stripped it of all the good features that it used to have back in the older FIFA games. So basically right now all you can do in a normal practice arena is maybe some skill moves, one-on-one with the keeper, practice penalties, maybe some like free kicks, some long shots as well. But overall it is pretty boring, pretty useless, and I don't really spend as much time as I used to in the practice arena like I did in older FIFA games. So with the practice arena in older FIFA games, it used to have a lot more life to it, a lot more features as well that maybe some of you guys don't know about. But the settings as well used to be really cool. We have in FIFA 14 an Adidas goal net. We're also near the beach as well. We're in like a Barcelona training center or something, and it looks pretty nice, pretty modern as well. But the magic happens in this practice arena when you press the start button. So this is FIFA 14. I think it had one of the best practice arenas of all time. And basically you could do your one-on-one, which is basically what FIFA 20 has, you know, the usual practice arena. You could practice your set piece, practice match, and even create a set piece. And then you could obviously be the goalkeeper if you wanted to as well. But let's take a look at practice set piece, because basically you could create your own scenarios with set pieces. If you want to do penalties, corners, free kicks, and even throw-ins, you could do practice scenarios for that. You could change your attackers and defenders. You could put more or less depending on what you wanted to do. You could also play as the attacking or defending team. Even the goalkeeper you could play as well in these situations. The throw-ins, basically you just pick a spot on the field and practice whatever you want. I don't know, it's hard to train for throw-ins because they're so unpredictable. But as you can see, look at the training setting, man. It's really, really nice. With free kicks, you could put the ball where you want it, and then you could go from there. You could just practice all day, man. Have a lot of fun with this. And I'm not sure what happened to the camera angle there, but it's a little bit dodgy. The next cool feature with this practice arena, and it's probably one of the most useful ones, is practice match. And it's useful because you could have it in career mode as like a training feature, and also play with your team in career mode, like your tactics and stuff. You could pick how many attackers you want, how many defenders, players that are attacking or defending team, even as the goalkeeper. I just think this would be useful in a FIFA 21 career mode setting where you could just like play around with tactics without going into the game, wasting games, wasting points, dropping points, and you could just try out new players, new formations and stuff, and get a feel of how your team's going to play with the formation. But the best feature in the practice arena was create a set piece. This is where you could have total control over a set piece. You have different zones. You can put the ball like a corner or just a free kick spot. You could edit an existing one. You could also create a new one if you don't have any already. And this is where the fun starts. So you can press triangle and record run paths for your players. So circle actually records the players, and basically they will make the runs that you give them, and you can watch it back by pressing triangle. So we're going to press circle again. I want this guy to go to the back post. So he's going to make that run. I want this guy to come around here, just stay on the edge of the box. And then when you think you're good, you can press the test button and actually perform it as a training situation. So as you can see, I'm going to float one in, and let's see if we can score. We actually hit the bar. This camera angle's dodgy, I've got to change it, but you get the point. The coolest thing here is that when you create the set piece, you can save it, and then when you're in the game, you can actually pull up your created set piece and the players will make the same runs and stuff. Now this is useful for things like corners. Say if you want to put your good centre backs up front into the box on a corner. FIFA 20, sometimes the right players are not in the right positions with corners and stuff, but with FIFA 14, with your team, you could ensure that the right players are going to be where you want them to be. So the defenders could be all together in the box, while the smaller players could be around the back collecting the scraps on the edge of the box or something. So I'm happy with this. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in the game. So we're in game now. This is a corner situation, and basically, when you're in the region that you set it in the practice arena, you could hold down the D-pad and a few options will come up. So I've created the E one, which is the down arrow. I click that, it switches it up, and then I'm using the one that I created. So as you can see, my players are going to start making some dodgy runs now. And let's say I wanted to float it to the guy on the edge of the box. I have the space now to pull off a volley. It wasn't a good volley, but you can see how you can generate space and maybe even score from the corner using your created set piece. I don't know why they removed it. It was a fun feature. I always used to use it. And yeah, it's sad that it's gone, man, because I really liked it. Next up, we're going to talk about the stadium background feature. So in FIFA 20 and previous FIFA games over the last few years, the background of the game has been pretty boring. It's been one single like display picture, and basically every menu is like color coordinated to the actual background, and it can get boring when you're looking at the same thing for a whole year, and it doesn't really relate to football. It's not like a stadium in the background, it's just a normal color scheme, and I think it's boring. The FIFA 19 one was horrible. FIFA 20's one is not too bad. It's a better color, but FIFA 19's blue just got on my nerves by the end of the year. But FIFA 16 wasn't remembered for much, I reckon, but the stadium background feature was something that EA did put into the game, and at least we had different backgrounds when we were looking at the menus. Just take a look at this menu. It looks much more beautiful, the colors are better, and it actually is a stadium in the background, and you could actually customize the stadium whenever you felt like it. So you would go to your profile manager, and in the profile manager you would click your profile, and basically there it is, background stadium. So at the moment I have Old Trafford, but let's say I wanted to put a totally different stadium. Look how many stadiums you could pick from. All of them basically that were in the game, and you could even choose random. So every time you start a new game, it will bring up a different stadium, which just keeps things fresh. Very smart feature at the time, and I don't know why they got rid of it, to be honest, but I don't know. We'll put Wembley in. Basically, once I back out now, it'll switch to Wembley. So as you can see, we've changed the stadium. It definitely is Wembley in the background now. And yeah, like I said, it's just better than looking at a color scheme all day. And the coolest thing as well is that when you go into career mode, the stadium in the background of your career mode menus is the stadium that belongs to the team you're managing at the time. So currently it is Wembley, but we're loading up an Arsenal career mode now. And as you can see, the stadium changes to the Emirates in the background, and that is the stadium that you're going to be seeing during the whole FIFA 16 career mode experience until you change clubs. So I think this was a very smart feature. I don't know why they got rid of it again. Half this video will be like, I don't know why they got rid of it. But FIFA 21 needs to change the menus, and I think if we had like a stadium background feature again, it would just keep things a bit more fresh. I just liked when you could actually see the stadium and not just a silly color screen or color scheme that just appears for the whole year and never changes. So I think there is potential in the catalog, but EA really hasn't done much with it. I think that's because it's not really a microtransaction center. If they did make it a microtransaction center, it could be a lot more interesting. But one thing that FIFA 20's catalog misses that older FIFA games had in their catalog was classic kits. So basically this was an extension to the kit selection thing where you could download these kits from the catalog, and basically you would need like the FCC credits. Just by playing the game you would acquire these, and there was different teams that had different classic kits, and I do believe these are like the official stuff as well. So you had Adidas kits. Some don't have any sports labels on them, but some do, like an Adidas and stuff. But the EFL had some. You could see Wolves there, Derby and Blackburn Rovers. There was also the French League where you had Lyon, Marseille and PSG. There was also the Serie A where you had Roma, Juventus, and then there was other ones as well like Boca Juniors, River Plate. There was also Premier League ones as well. I think I unlocked some of those already, but Arsenal, Liverpool had them. You could also download these historical international kits. I know that Germany one is a fan favorite for a lot of people as well. And basically, yeah, there was a lot of selection. Look how many there are here. And maybe it is a licensing thing. I'm not sure why they got rid of it, but it did get removed towards FIFA 18 and onwards. Maybe it could be a licensing thing, but I don't know. I would think that Adidas wouldn't mind having these kits in the game and stuff, but it is what it is. The coolest thing with these classic kits is that you could use them in career mode as well. So if you had a team that had classic kits in the game, you could enjoy the kits. So as you can see, Arsenal could use their classic kit with a different logo as well. And I believe Liverpool had one as well. Yep, pretty basic kits. But it was just something different. If you got sick of looking at the same kit over and over again, you could just hop into these classical ones and just have a bit of fun. So I'm sure a lot of you guys remember this one. One of the biggest derbies in FIFA history was Classic 11 versus World 11. We are on FIFA 17 now, where the Classic 11 team still exists, and you can still use them if you wanted to go back. So basically this is like an Icons team before Icons came out for Ultimate Team. And I'm not sure why EA doesn't let us use an Icons team offline. The only way you can do it is through mods. Actually, I do know why. It's because they want us to play Ultimate Team. I don't know why I just said that. They want us to play Ultimate Team. That's why they don't make it available offline. But let's take a look at the Icons team. Let's see who played for the Icons at the time. And it's not like the Icons they've got today on Ultimate Team. There is some other players, like it's not the same players. But there is a few that return. So you have players like Cantona up front, Miller, Char, Zico, Boniek, Rivellino, Facchetti, Tresor, Carlos Alberto, Ravelli, and there's also players like Conti and Coman, Sanchez. There's also a Pele guy. And then there's a few others as well. All of these players are rated very highly, like most of them are in the 90s, some 92s. There's a few players at 94 as well. And that's basically the classic 11, the icons before the icons were in Ultimate Team. So I'm not saying that EA should bring back these certain players as icons and stuff. I'm just saying give us an icons team for offline use. Give us a team that we can put into career mode, kickoff mode. I know why they keep it exclusive to Ultimate Team. It's because they want everyone on that platform. But I think it would have been cool for the offline people to have something with the icons as well. So I do have to mention some career mode features before the video ends. So these are some features that have been in older FIFA games, some very old ones, and also some more recent ones as well. So sponsors, I think needs to return in FIFA 21 career mode. I just love the idea of making extra money every match, you know, through sponsors. Like every club in the real world has sponsors, and in FIFA you don't really get that experience. I want to see maybe expected growth charts as well. I did enjoy looking at those in FIFA 07 where the game would predict what overall they would be based on their performances. And with dynamic potential, it could be more interesting as well having these charts. And it also works well with youth academy players as well. The injury list is something that I want to see back in the game because right now, if you want to check injuries, you have to go all the way into the squad hub, go through all those laggy menus when you can just pop up the injury list and get the player you want. If they could introduce some sort of staff members, that would be pretty cool as well, like a medical guy who helps your players recover quicker if you upgrade him. Also, the visual sim needs to come back. If we had it on the PSP, we can have it on a PS5. It's not that hard. And then, of course, one of my favorites from the retro FIFA career modes was the internal memos where different situations would come up and you have to choose how you would respond. And these situations were random and they were pretty cool, like you would have a training incident or even a charity event and just stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. I think EA could do something like that again as well in FIFA 21 career mode. And then of course one game changer would be create your own club. This was in FIFA 07 on the PS2. You could create a logo, players, and then you could insert them into career mode. I think that would be pretty cool. And if they could bring back the request funds feature and the set future fee options, that would be cool as well. So if EA came to you and said, which feature from old FIFA games would you put back into FIFA 21? What would you say? Leave a comment down below. If you need something else to watch, make sure you hit the card in the middle. It'll take you to another FIFA video of mine. I'll see you guys next time.